Hey, guess what? It's time for Making Kayfabe with your hosts, Bryce and Dylan.
It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Making Kayfabe with your pals Bryce and Dylan, and we're here to present you our third bonus episode to bridge the gap between seasons 2 and 3. If this is your first time listening to the show, and what a strange episode to start with, what we usually excel in is rebooking wrestling history, taking some of the wrestling's biggest missed opportunities and making them a bit more palatable. In the past, we've made a star out of Sean O'Haire, we've rebooked Otis's Money in the Bank briefcase run, and more. But today we're going to be playing a very special fan-submitted Kayfabe Tombola, which is a little mini-game we traditionally play at the end of our rebookings. We asked our listeners to submit their suggestions for Kayfabe Tombola, and those are exactly what we're going to be using today. But before we explain the rules, Dylan, how are you doing today?
I'm super great, and I'm not hungover.
That's all we can hope for. That's Dylan spelled D-Y-L-A-N, by the way, right?
What was it? D-I-L-L-I-A-N?
Dillian Kane.
Yeah. I spell it differently every time I write it down.
Like on your birth certificate, it's just like there's like a slash. It's like Dylan slash Dillian slash like whatever you want.
4 question marks.
just call you whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right, Kayfabe Tombola is a game where the player, so that's going to be Dylan and I today, they're given 4 wrestling names and 4 wrestling situations, randomly numbered 1 to 4 and randomly lettered A to D. The player will have to select the number letter combination, so for example 2B, 4A, 3C, and then they'll have to spin an excellent wrestling storyline in 60 seconds with whatever their choice ends up being. In the past, it's answered important questions such as, what if the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu formed a tag team with God? What if the Mountie had his own signature wrestling match? What if Carlito and Billy Kidman wrestled in a Nathan Jones on a pole match? Of course, what if Rob Van Dam adopted a wrestling king gimmick before becoming a cowboy astronaut?
Oh, man.
Some classics right there. But
what was the Reno one from a couple of weeks ago?
The Reno one was Reno goes to WWE and everyone makes fun of his shit haircut, am I right?
That's exactly what it was, and I feel personally attacked by that because Reno's haircut...
Personally? Are you Reno?
Well, what happened to Reno? Who knows? I'll tell you what happened. He went and formed a podcast with his good friend Bryce.
Yeah, he's still got a shit haircut, yeah. Oh!
I'm going to drive to Scotland.
Like I say, usually we'll play this game at the end of every episode of Making Kayfabe, but today we've got 6 tombolas to get through, three each, and let's just start. So I think you solved one of my tombolas first the previous time we did this, so how about I go first this time, as in I'll do the tombola?
Okay, so I'll do the questioning, as it were.
All right. Yes. So give me. What are we thinking? Give me 3. Ba begins with B. Freebie. Give me a freebie.
3B. Okay. Well, let me just tell you that these were fan submitted tombolas, as you guys know, as Bryce already mentioned, and this first one that I'm going to do for Bryce was suggested to us by CJ Pamasano from the Not Another Wrestling podcast, who interviewed us very recently, which is very sweet of him. And so we're going to start off the show by, giving him a little shout out. So check out Not Another Wrestling podcast. Make sure you guys do that. And so this one's for him. So,
oh yeah.
What did you pick there, Bryce?
I picked 3B for that.
3B. Okay. Well, let me tell you what you didn't get, first of all. Okay? I want to write that down, but of course I don't have a fucking pen.
Oh, no. What kind of a podcast host? I can't even say podcast, so...
What has happened? Is this... I like 2020 better.
Well, yeah, 2021's awful so far, yeah.
3B. Well, let me tell you what you didn't get, Bryce.
Who didn't I get?
Well, you did not get Jimmy Wang Yang.
Ah.
I know you wanted him. Everybody wants him. You didn't get Enzo Amore, who, in retrospect, I'm surprised hasn't popped up on more Kayfabe tombolas.
He is, like, yeah, you could do a lot with Enzo Amore, right?
I feel like he's the kind of character that would fit in right beside Reno and the other person you didn't pick, which was Viscera. Dodged a little bullet there, my friend. So let me tell you who you did pick. You got Val Venus.
Val Venus.
Yes. So what's Val Venus going to be doing? Well, I'll tell you what he's not going to be doing.
What's he not going to be doing?
He's not going to buy the WWE.
Okay, that's good.
I'm
happy with that.
He's not going to become a tag team with Teddy Long.
Okay.
Which I kind of like. Teddy Long and Val Venus are just getting high all the time. I'd be okay with that. You didn't get. He gets into a feud with Walter for the NXT UK Championship because, although you could work that in, like Val Venus is Canadian, and there's kind of like a British Commonwealth thing with Canada, so like you could kind of say that Val Venus could go for the NXT UK Championship. Anyway, doesn't matter. You didn't get it. You got.
What did I get?
And let me tell you, this is almost perfect. It's like the stars aligning once again. It always happens for Bryce. You got Val Venus, and he has to help Viscera overcome his Viagra addiction.
What?
Remember we talked about that on the show?
Yeah, actually, CJ was telling us about it's Teddy Long, right? Teddy Long had done an interview or something, and then apparently Viscera takes Viagra just because, like, doesn't use it. He just he uses it, but I mean, he doesn't use it for its purpose, right?
Just to watch his own penis get hard.
Yeah. So
you're gonna have 1 minute to
Val Venus is doing that as well.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell everybody why Val Venus would help Viscera to and also how he did it. How could you possibly help somebody overcome the Viagra addiction? So you're gonna have 1 minute for that. Would you like me to put 1 minute on the clock?
Go for it. Can you put 1 minute on the clock, please? And I'm going to tell you all about how Val Venus helps Viscera overcome his Viagra addiction.
You know what I'm going to do, Bryce? I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock for you.
Get that minute on the clock. Do it.
Guess what's on the clock right now?
Don't get it on Viscera's clock.
It's always 12 o'clock. If, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up. Anyway. I'm
Can I just use that? Was that joke good enough?
It sucks when you have to really fucking explain your shitty jokes. I lie, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna count down from 3, and then we're gonna press play on this. We're gonna start the timer. You're gonna have 1 minute. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
That's the spirit. All right, 3, 2, 1. Describe that Viscera.
All right, so Val Venus helps Viscera overcome his Viagra addiction. So it's going to be Val Venus in the right to censor, because Val Venus is, he's got his suit and tie, he's throwing the porn star gimmick away, and he sees Viscera, and he knows that Viscera's got a problem. He's got, he's got an addiction to Viagra, and what he's going to do, he's going to try and take Viscera under his wing and take him down the straight and narrow, so to speak. No pun intended. But what he's going to do is he's going to say to Viscera, like, I've been there myself before, man. I too was addicted to Viagra back in the day. But here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to get you inducted into the right to censor, and we're going to instead of calling you Viscera, because everyone gets a name change in the right to censor, we're going to call you Mr. Sarah, and we're going to because you have to get Viagra for certain reasons. We're going to get you a little lady, and we're going to call her Miss Sarah, so Miss Sarah, and then that's going to help you overcome your Viagra addiction because wrestling. There we go.
What I really liked about that was you were like, everybody gets a name change when they're in the right to censor, according to Val Venus, who kept his name when he was in the right to censor.
So he did.
He was like the one. Him and Ivory kept their names.
Oh God! I was thinking the Godfather, the Goodfather.
The Goodfather, yeah. Stevie Richards became Steven Richards. Is very different.
But what was Bill Buchanan before? Was he just Bill Buchanan?
Oh yeah, he was Bill Buchanan as well because he was.
Oh, that's total bullshit then. Oh my God!
Wasn't he teaming with the Big Boss Man?
I mean, yeah, I think it was you who told me that actually. It was yeah, I don't remember that. That happening, but I wasn't watching wrestling back then. But
can I just say, Bill Buchanan? There's a guy we need to rebook. That's in season 3. Every one of my episodes in season 3, it's gonna be about Bill Buchanan. I'm gonna.
Hell yeah! Ratings.
Hell yeah!
All right, that was. I mean, that was all right.
Yeah, you got
I,
that.
I preferred that to Viscera, the Wolverine. So thanks for that, CJ. Appreciate that, dude.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember CJ gave us that. But CJ's from the Not Over Wrestling podcast. He interviewed us just last week, and you should totally check it out. It's a good interview. But should we move on to another one, my friend?
Yeah, why don't you do one for me?
All right. Well, I tell you what, I've got one from one of our listeners who is called Ezekiel, and it's he put in the notes as well. Ezekiel, he's actually celebrating his birthday on the 3rd of January, which is 2 days before this episode comes out. So happy birthday, Ezekiel!
Happy birthday, Ezekiel! Oh no!
And what a present he's got for you!
The pen I was using, it turns out it leaks, and now my hand is covered in ink.
Oh no!
Oh dear!
2021 is going to shit. It really is.
All right, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Do you want a second to go and wash your hands, or?
Yeah, can you give me 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
Really covered in ink. Holy shit. Oh. God, fuck you, 2021. This is the absolute worst year that I've ever been a part of. God.
You got it, man. I'll just keep the listeners entertained. Yeah, guys, thanks for listening to us over the last year. It's been really cool to have you on board and part of the Kayfabe community. We're really looking forward to season 3 kickstarting, and just thank you for all buying the t-shirt, and thank you for kind of engaging with our posts on Twitter and answering the polls and just tweeting at us and just all of that cool stuff. We really appreciate you guys being on board. And like as soon as Dylan is back from washing his hands, because he's apparently got them covered in ink from his pen, we'll get this show back in the roads. So, but Ezekiel, happy birthday, buddy. You said it's your birthday in the 3rd of January, so I hope you had a good one, dude. And let's see what Dylan can come up with for your kayfabe tombola here. I mean, there's one choice on here I hope he really does get, and it's and I don't want to give anything away just yet, but I think it's a former gimmick of Glenn Jacobs' Kane, but it's not Kane and it's not Isaac Yankem, it's something else. So, but we'll wait and see if he chooses that, because you never know. Let's just go.
Yeah, I mean, I've wiped, there's a lot of ink still on my hands, but
right.
I've wiped most of it off, so it's not going to stick on anything, you know?
All right, cool. I was just...
It's right into my skin.
Yeah, it's just fine. It's a tattoo now.
Yes.
All right, so we're back, and it's Kayfabe Tombola. What do you got from me, mate? Give me a number letter combination.
It's got to be... I'm gonna go 4D.
4D. Okay. Do you want to know what you could have had?
Please.
So Ezekiel has given you 4 choices, and one of the ones you didn't get was Al Snow. Your boy.
He is my boy.
Another one you didn't get was Walter.
Oh.
Who's just been mentioned in Sieges, actually. So Walter's quite a popular choice.
Hello.
When you were away, I was saying to the listeners that I hoped you would have got this one, but you didn't. You didn't get the Christmas creature.
The fuck?
That was Kane, wasn't it? It's like Kane's gimmick in the it's UWF or something, right?
Wasn't that the Unabomber?
Oh, maybe it was. Who was the Christmas creature then?
I don't know.
Oh my god. I'm sure that was Kane. Hold on. Christmas creature. Yeah, it's Glenn Jacobs. Yeah, it's Kane.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, he's like dressed in like a big green kind of like jumpsuit, and then his arms are like candy canes, like red and white, and he's obviously like 7 foot tall. The Christmas creature, dude.
Okay, I feel like more people know who Reno is than know the Christmas creature.
Who the fuck is the Christmas creature? Anyway, you didn't get him. Okay. Do you know who you did get?
If it's Reno, that would be actually perfect.
It's not Reno. It's the Undertaker. You got the Undertaker.
Really?
Yeah, and
wow.
Ezekiel's actually specified 1999 Undertaker. So,
ministry?
So talking like ministry kind of Undertaker, right? Yeah.
Corporate ministry. Okay.
And what did you give me? 4D.
Yeah.
Cool. So what you could have had was the Undertaker has a streak of eating competitions against fellow wrestlers.
Okay.
You didn't get that. You could have had Undertaker finds a time machine.
Oh, dang it.
You didn't get that.
Damn.
You could have got The Undertaker found the new NWO.
Okay. I mean, that would have been easy to do with the ministry. He's just like, this is the NWO now.
Yeah, just changes the name. That's it.
Viscera and Midian, we're the NWO. Fuck you. And that's it. Right.
Yeah, New World Order. Perfect. Right. But what you did get, and I'm going to love how you come up with this one, because this is like the worst one you could have got. Excellent. But you got The Undertaker, 1999 Undertaker, that is, wins the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase, like James Ellsworth did in 2018.
Oh, okay. So he wanted, let me just clarify. He won it because he was with Carmella, and then he climbed up the ladder for her, grabbed the briefcase, and gave it to her. Yeah. So Undertaker has to do that.
I mean, like, yeah, he won the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase, but I think what he's trying to get across is that he's not a woman, but he wins it in some way, kind of thing. Okay. All right. How are you feeling about that?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
I'll figure it out on the road, as they say. I have no idea, but you know, I'm sure an idea will come to me once we start the fucking thing.
Yeah, all right, let's go for it. So you've got 60 seconds, my friend, to tell me all about how The Undertaker in 1999, or 1999 Undertaker. Now, how's that even going to work? Because 1999 Undertaker, it was not around when Money in the Bank briefcase came around, but fuck it. Like, Dead Man Undertaker wins the Money in the Bank briefcase like James Ellsworth did in 2018. You've got 60 seconds, my friend. Are you ready to go?
Of course.
3, 2, 1, go.
So, of course, the WWE are going to try and have a women's Money in the Bank match in 1999, and nobody knows what that is because Money in the Bank match hasn't been invented yet, but they're like, we're going to do it anyway. Problem is, in 1999, how many women were on their roster? They had Ivory and Jacqueline. Maybe, I can't remember if Jacqueline was there. And that's about it. Sable? I don't remember. So they didn't have enough women for a 6-person ladder match. So they're like, fuck, we'll just have to pick other people. Undertaker, what if we just like put you in a dress and call you like Lady Taker? And he's like, that doesn't work for me, brother. And then Vince is like, tough shit, buddy. I pay your checks. You get out there. You climb that fucking ladder in a dress. And you look pretty for the boys when you do it. And Undertaker's like, you got it, boss. So he goes out and he climbs the ladder. And what do they call him? A Lady Taker? And he has to pretend that he's a lady. And then the next day on Raw, he like pulls the mask off and it's the Undertaker. And they're like, wow, nobody saw that coming. It's really the Undertaker. And then he's like, what do you think of this? A man has got the women's briefcase because this is a man's world and this is the WWF in 1999, so we don't give a fuck about the women. So what do you think of that? And then he kicks the briefcase into space and it gets burned up by the heat of the sun. How many more seconds have I got? Time's up?
Minus 20. Like, you went way over.
Okay.
You could talk for days about Undertaker winning the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase.
I like him kicking it into the sun. That's always my favorite part.
Oh, dear. All right, that was good. I like that. Lady Taker. That got me going. That was
Well, that was the thing. Like once you're in the thing, you like it's very hard to. If I had a little bit more time, I probably could have thought of a better pun name or something. But I was like, Lady Taker will do because it gets across exactly what I needed to get across, i.e., the Undertaker as a lady.
I mean, ladies underwear taker.
It's tricky.
No, that doesn't sound right.
No.
Ladies underwear taker.
What was his old wife's name? Sarah.
Sarah, yeah.
And he had that tattooed across his neck, so I could have went with that because he's like, see, I'm Sarah, because it says right here, Sarah.
Here's my name tag, yeah.
Yeah. I see. You always think of it afterwards.
Oh dear. All right, that's two out of the way.
I suppose you want one now, do you? You greedy bitch.
I do. I actually do. And to be honest, like so far, these are fucking brilliant suggestions. Like, big fan of these.
Way better than ours.
Yeah, way better than ours. Like, why do we do this?
Because I keep throwing you like awful bones.
Yeah.
And now you're going to do it too. You're going to be like, I'm going to fuck him over.
Yeah.
So like, that's why we do it, because we have now got to the point where we're just vindictive about it and we want to screw the other guy.
It's just an act of hatred now, Tombola. Yeah.
Like, let's see him make something out of this. Well, here we go. Here's some suggestions for Kayfabe Tombola. This is from Matt, who's a fan of the show. He's also a host of his own show called Kayfabe Crunch. So there you go. There's
Kayfabe Crunch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kayfabe Crunch is great, man. It's kind of like a kind of satirical, kind of like almost scripted kind of show about wrestling, but it's like comedy about kayfabe kind of thing. It's really hard to explain, but it's like 15-minute segments, and it's really, really cool. It's really funny, and the guy does a great job. I think that they've got their last episode's coming out technically this week as this goes live, so you should definitely go check that out. They celebrated their 100th episode, and they're going to be moving on to something else after that. So, but yeah, anyway, great writer and creative guy. So can't wait to see what he does next. So yeah.
So if you want to check them out, the Kayfabe Crunch, there you go. You can check them out. So Matt from Kayfabe Crunch has given some Kayfabe Tombolas for you, my friend.
For me.
For you. So you're gonna have to for you. Guess who it's for? It's for you. And you're gonna have to letter number combination me.
Right.
See what you get.
Give me this time. Can you give me a little of the what did I went freebie last time? So 4B. How about 4B?
4B.
4B, not a freebie, a 4B. This is even better than the last one.
3B ridiculous, but 4Bs.
Oh yeah.
Now that's a hive.
Hey.
Thank you. You see, we still got the comedies. All right, 4B. Okay, well, I'll tell you who you didn't get. You didn't get Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund, okay. I didn't get Bob Backlund.
Classic. I love Bob Backlund. Like, what a character.
He's great.
You didn't get him. You didn't get Tamina.
Tamina, oh God, thank God.
I know, right? But I'll tell you what, right? Guess who else you didn't get? A familiar name already on the show. Enzo Amore.
Oh, Enzo. Okay.
I started off by saying, we haven't seen Enzo at all in these fucking things. And now he's done it twice.
That's 2 in a row, isn't it?
Two in a row. Can we make it 3 in a row? Well, you'll have to stick around for the rest of the podcast to find out. But, see that? I'm good, man. I'm good. But let me tell you who you did get, Bryce. You got everybody's favorite bully. It's only John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, JBL, the big cunt.
Motherfucking JBL right here.
Oh, dear. All right.
Let me tell you some scenarios that you did not get. You didn't get JBL realizing that he's a character within the genre of pro wrestling and therefore must escape, a la The Truman Show.
All right.
No JBL show for you.
No JBL show. No.
You can't have that JBL has recently become a TikTok sensation and they need to let everybody know the good news. Can't have
they need to.
I like that. I like that second half. They're like, not only are they a TikTok sensation, but they need, it's imperative to their life that they let everybody know that
it's good news. It's good news as well.
Exactly. They're like, oh shit, dude, you're a sensation on TikTok? That sounds terrible. You're like, no, it's good news. All right? I'll kill you. Anyway, you didn't get that. And you didn't get JBL considering the 24/7 championship, the most prestigious title in WWE history, and he needs to come back and win it.
Okay.
Didn't get it. Didn't get it.
So,
well, let me tell you what you got. You got JBL, and his scenario is one of his boots is 2 sizes too small, and the other one is 2 sizes too big, and he can't do anything about it, and neither his opponents or the referees give a damn.
They don't give a damn.
And that's it. So you're going to have a minute to talk about why JBL has a boot that's 2 sizes too small, and the other one's 2 sizes too big. Right. Bryce, I'm gonna ask you if you're ready.
I'm gonna write this down first. Hold on. So,
okay,
JBL.
Yes.
What? One boot too big.
One boot is 2 sizes too small.
2 sizes too big. Right. Sorry. Two sizes too big, and one boot's 2 sizes too small. Right.
Yeah, but like, can you wear a shoe that's 2 sizes too small?
You'd get an ingrown toenail, certainly.
Like, you couldn't put your foot in it, like, could you? One size small, maybe, but like 2 sizes too small. I don't know. Let's ask JBL.
And what was it? The referee?
They can't do anything about it, so they just have to wrestle in their boots the way they are, and neither the opponents nor the referee could give a shit about JBL's boots.
Right. Okay. Don't give a shit.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah, I think I can spin something with that.
Do you want me to put a minute on the clock? What would you like me to put on the clock, Bryce?
Can you put 60 seconds on the clock this time instead?
What does 60 seconds equal in minutes? I only do in minutes, Bryce. You know this.
I think it's like 1.7 or something.
My stopwatch only goes up to 1 minute. So do you want to do that?
Let's do 1 minute then. Let's go for it.
Okay. All right. So you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck with this one, my friend. I'm gonna cut you down, and then you're gonna tell me about JBL's boots. So we got 3, 2, 1. Boot it up.
All right, so JBL comes back to wrestling, and in that time, he's had a very strange condition where one of his feet suddenly shrinks, and one of his feet actually grows by 2 sizes. So he comes into the ring, and he's walking down the ramp, and he's like stumbling because he can't walk right because his boots are too big and too small. And he gets into the ring, and the referee he kind of checks JBL's boots like you do, like check for weapons and stuff. And JBL's like, "Come on, man, this boot's far too big for me. What's going on?" And the referee's like, "I don't give a damn." So the match starts, and JBL's he's getting his ass kicked. He's getting his ass kicked because he can't fucking stand up. He's constantly falling over. That is until JBL unlocks his special power, his special move. So what he does, he counters his opponent with the first thing is a signature move. So we're going to call that the wee boot, like Grado does. So the wee boot. So he kicks him with the wee boot, and then his new finisher is not the clothesline from hell. It is the big boot. So he big boots his opponent, and he gets the pinfall. And JBL 1-2-3 is the greatest guy to wrestle ever with 2 boots. 1 big, 2 small.
With 2 boots. I like how if you just left it there. Just the best guy to wrestle with 2 boots.
Full stop.
That was lovely. I don't know. I didn't know if I could have been able to do that. So well played. We got there. See that? People said when we started the show, they said, "You guys are never going to be able to book a storyline with JBL where 2 of his boots are different sizes."
I remember them saying that.
Season 3, you'll never be able to do that. And we were like, "Fuck you, buddy. We're going to prove that wrong."
Assholes. But yeah, check out the Kayfabe Crunch, guys. That's a really, really awesome podcast, and I'm a big fan, so you should be too. So it's a very good podcast. But let's move on to our next one. So Dylan, this one's from the Good Cop Bad Cop Wrestling podcast. So they've got something cool lined up here. So what have you what do you got for me?
I would like to go to sleep. I'm gonna go 1A.
1A. Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck me up with this. Give me the good shit.
Do you want to know who you could have had?
Okay.
The Good Cop Bad Cop Wrestling podcast or who you've not got. First one is Cesaro.
Cool.
Could have had Cesaro. You didn't get Cesaro. You could have had Rhea Ripley.
Ooh, interesting.
You didn't get Rhea Ripley. Yeah, it's quite current day selections actually.
Yeah, all of ours are like we said earlier. All of ours are just trying to screw the other guy over. Like, how is any of us supposed to do a storyline about fucking Reno? You know, like that's. But these guys are like, they haven't got to that cynical point yet.
Oh, spiteful. Yeah, they'll get there.
We shouldn't encourage them, because then the next time we do this, it's all gonna be fucking, it's gonna be awful.
Oh god. So you didn't agree to Ripley. You could have had Mickey James.
Nice.
Didn't get her either. Do you know who you did get?
Lady Taker.
No, close. You got Ricochet.
Ricochet is close to the Lady Undertaker.
I guess.
Yeah, what's the difference? You'd never see them in the same room together.
Exactly, the same guy. Right, so, but you got Ricochet, and your situations so you got 1A, right?
Yes.
So you could have had Ricochet injures Michael Cole in a match, so he has to fill in for him on commentary.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would have been great.
That would have been good. You didn't get that. You could have got, and this one would have been fucking brilliant, but you could have got Ricochet gets a bang on their head and thinks that they are Hornswoggle.
Oh, thank fucking dodge that bullet.
Ricochet, you didn't get. You could have said, you didn't get that Vince decides to punish them. Vince decides to push them and make him the face of WWE. You imagine that, though, my Freudian slip there. Vince decides to punish them and make them the face of WWE. But you didn't get that.
Okay. Those all sound like good storylines.
They are, yeah.
I feel like again, the spitefulness. We've all just been like, fucking murders a dog on TV and has to explain himself. And like, oh, that's difficult,
Don't speak too soon. So what you did get was Ricochet has a secret affair with Stephanie McMahon.
Okay.
Which is actually quite similar to one we've done in the past, I think. Didn't we get like a Sean Stasiak having an affair
Yeah,
with Stephanie.
he
Like,
did. He fall in love with
he fell in love with her. Yeah, that's it. No, she falls in love with him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay, so
how confident are you about Ricochet having a secret affair with Stephanie McMahon?
do you mean how confident am I in my ability to book that, or how confident am I that actually happened?
Yes.
Because the answer is very much so to both.
Yeah, Ricochet's a handsome man. He can
Yeah.
fit. Yeah.
Who would you rather fuck, Ricochet or Triple H?
I mean, yeah. If I had to choose.
I think I'd go with Triple H, to be honest with you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like back in the day, you know me, I like the long blonde hair. I don't like him all bald. I see Ricochet, not enough hair, you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're a very hairy man. So
I've already forgotten. All right, so Stephanie McMahon and Ricochet have a secret affair.
yes, it doesn't have to be secret. Oh, it's secret. Sorry, it's Ricochet has a secret affair with Stephanie McMahon.
But
So.
that's exactly it, though. If it's a secret, then I don't have to book anything. It's
Yes.
already a secret. Nobody knows.
Johnny Tight Lips. I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see nothing. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, let's go.
All right, you ready? 3,
No, but let's do it.
2, 1. Ricochet has a secret affair with Stephanie McMahon. Go.
So Ricochet has a secret affair with Stephanie McMahon, okay? So Stephanie McMahon, she's backstage all the time, and Ricochet is like, wow, that's a hot piece of ass. I'd love to, etc. You know, do the business, as it were. And but Stephanie goes out with Triple H. You could say they're married. And so now Ricochet is like, fuck, how am I going to have an affair with Stephanie McMahon so that Triple H doesn't know? Because if Triple H finds out, he's going to beat the shit out of me and or fire me. So Stephanie McMahon and Ricochet does the one thing that Triple H could never do for Stephanie McMahon. He does a 450 splash off the top rope. And Stephanie McMahon sees that and is like, wow, that's super cool. You want to have sex? And Ricochet is like, I guess. He's trying to play it cool, you know. He doesn't want to tip his hands. He's like, oh, I guess we could have sex. But really inside, he's like, fuck yeah, I'm doing Stephanie McMahon. This is amazing. And so then they have like a secret affair because of the 450 splash. And then all the time, Stephanie McMahon's looking at Triple H and like, you know, I like you and all, but you can't do no 450 splash. You know, on one day, Ricochet. Okay.
I like you, but you can't do a 450 splash.
Yeah. Isn't that
story of my life, mate?
Isn't it every wrestling fan's critique for any potential girlfriend?
Exactly.
Like,
I mean,
listen, dude, I really like you. However, not once, not a single time have you ever done a 450 splash to entertain me. So
exactly. So
fuck you.
That's what we're all looking for, you know.
Dude, seriously, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
450 splash. What do men want? A 450 splash, and also money.
What's that meme? It's like men only want one thing, and it's disgusting, and it's like a 450 splash. Yeah, just a 450
splash. Does he even do a 450 splash?
Ricochet, I'm sure he does.
I assume he does, but then I'm like,
flips.
he probably does like a fucking 720 splash or something. You know what I mean? Like
he does like the 630, is it? It's kind of like the triple double spin or whatever it is.
He does the Phoenix splash, doesn't he?
I don't know. No, Phoenix. I don't know. I don't know. I'm
anyway,
sure. Anyway,
yeah. Fuck you, Ricochet.
Fuck you, Ricochet.
Anyway, would you like a kayfabe tombola of your own?
Oh, so my main event for the day.
Would you like the chance to Ricochet a Stephanie McMahon, if you know what I'm saying?
If you know what I'm talking about.
You know, if you catch my drift.
I catch your drift. I've actually caught your drift. So
you caught my drift a couple of times.
Let me have. All right. So I'll go 4 again, and give me 4A.
4A. Well, let me tell you that
4A.
these suggestions come from a fan of the show, Andy McEwen, who sent this tombola and had also submitted a kayfabe tombola before, which was the Adam Rose one.
Yeah, you did that one.
Yes, I did.
Adam Rose went to AEW.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. I like the idea of Adam Rose going to AEW, but like he just like for a day, you know, he comes out, he's like wearing a t-shirt and an ice cream. He's like, well, it was fun.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Kayfabe tombola.
Yeah, I still went. That's so let me tell you what you didn't get.
All right.
Didn't get Adam Bomb. Remember Adam Bomb?
I know the name. I don't know Adam Bomb, but I know the name.
I think it was Brian Adams, or was it Brian Clark? One of the Bryans.
Brian Adams, Summer 69.
The guy from Chronic.
Right, I know.
I know, but like they have the same name. You're like, maybe they are the same person. Never see them in the same room together.
There you go, exactly.
You didn't get him.
Oh.
You didn't get one of my favorites, the Repo Man.
Oh shit, I've dodged him before.
You have, and I'm
Yeah.
annoyed about this. I want you to get the goddamn Repo Man. And you will. He'll get you. That's the Repo Man's rule. One of these days, he'll get you. But you didn't get him. You also didn't get Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty. Oh, God.
Famous murderer / didn't murder anybody. Marty Jannetty.
Did he or didn't he? Who knows? Like,
He said, well, he has both said that he did and he didn't. So,
Yeah.
like, well, thanks, Marty. That clears that up, you fucking idiot.
in like numerous Facebook posts.
Yeah, like,
that's the Kayfabe Tombola right there. Like Marty Jannetty has murdered someone. Like that's.
He was like, I killed somebody, and then people were questioning him about it. So he was like, yes, I definitely 100% killed somebody. And he kept that up for a week, and then later on he was like, it was a work, you guys. Don't you know when you're being worked? And you're like, not when somebody just tells you that they killed a guy.
Worked yourself into a shoot, brother.
Yeah. Wow. It's Marty Jannetty. It's not like he's gonna get a whole lot of work coming into 2021. Not after he killed a guy, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, that's allegedly. We don't know if he did kill anybody or not. Don't sue us for slander.
Even though you started it.
You don't have it. Yeah, exactly, Marty Jannetty. If you don't want people to think you're a murderer, don't actively call yourself a murderer in at least 2 different interviews.
It's like a starting point. Yeah.
Not our fault. Anyway, you didn't get him.
Oh.
Fuck him. Don't even look at him. You got. I don't know. You probably remember this guy. Remember Sparky Plug?
But Bob Holly, yeah.
That's Bob Holly, all right.
He's NASCAR gimmick, right?
I believe his first name was Thurman. Thurman Plug. Thurman Sparky Plug.
Fucking hell.
Weird. Have you ever heard of anybody called Thurman?
I've never heard of someone called Furman, no.
Not a real name. And that's why Sparky Plug no longer exists.
Yeah. Bob Holly. Butt Plug Holly. Okay, let's go for it.
So let's see what else let's see what you didn't get. You didn't get Bob Holly / Thurman Plug. Okay.
I did get.
No, but you didn't get this scenario for him to do.
Oh, right.
You didn't get. Sorry, I had to double check because it's quite long. So let me get this straight. Here's what you did not pick in scenario wise. You didn't get him helping Vince McMahon change his tire whenever the car falls, crushing his hands, causing him to get surgery that goes wrong, and now he has crab hands, and he returns to start a rivalry with Vince McMahon, ending in a WrestleMania match for control of the company. Son of a bitch, why didn't you get that one?
What are the other ones like?
They're way smaller, way shorter. That would have been the perfect one. The crab hands and everything. I gotta tell you, right, Andy McEwen, for listening to the show, I don't know how you did this, but the crab hands bit, that is right up our street. That's
That's spot on, yeah.
That's very, very good.
That's what Dylan and I would say to each other. That's literally like the spitefulness coming out. So that's Andy's second Kayfabe Tombola. So he's getting to that cynical stage.
But now I'm like, have we done crab hands before? I think we did do crab hands before.
Crab hands? I don't think we're crab hands.
I think it was a suggestion. I don't think we picked it. We'll have to double check. I don't fucking the show. Anyway, don't worry about that. So you didn't get that whole crab hands WrestleMania thing. You didn't get Sparky Plug starting a new NWO.
All right, cool.
And didn't get it.
That's been suggested as well, right? That was a popular one. Yeah.
See, once I do a show about the NWO, it's on everybody's minds.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. You didn't get Sparky Plug getting his own segment on the show. You know how like Piper's Pit or like
all right, Miss TV,
show,
your favorite?
Don't think I. No, it has to be. No, it's on a wrestling show. It involves a wrestler. So like the Peep Show with Christian, or what was the Edge one? Jericho had.
Rated. I don't know what Edge was. Did Edge have one? Yeah,
I think so. But it was like a little segment for that wrestler, on the show.
Yeah.
So like that. But you didn't get any of those. And remember that we're talking about Hardcore Holly, but we're talking about specifically Sparky Plug version of Hardcore Holly. Okay. So when was he around? 95?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's tell you what you did get. You got Sparky Plug, and he somehow becomes Raw G general manager, and he makes every single match linked to his gimmick.
Okay.
His gimmick, of course, being
NASCAR, right?
Exactly. So he was like a racing car driver, or he kind of worked in the pit stop. I'm not 100% sure, but like something to do with cars, NASCAR. So you're gonna have 1 minute to tell me and all the listeners including Vince
Tell us all.
Russo. I assume Vince is still listening to the show. How you doing, Vince?
Hey, Vince.
How you doing, bro? So I want you to tell me how Sparky Plug somehow becomes Raw general manager and makes every single match linked to his gimmick. You're going to have 1 minute. Are you ready?
I think secretly Andy was hoping for Sparky Plug, the changing the tire and crab hands thing. But
God, I would. Yeah, I mean, that would have been amazing.
Makes every match linked to his gimmick. Let me write this down. And I think, God, what can you link? Right, okay. Right.
Are you really saying out loud to everybody, boy, I wish I got the crab hands gimmick?
Yeah.
Because
maybe next time.
Most of it's written down there for you. So you're like, well, okay, just gets crab hands.
Just saying that takes a minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just say it really slowly so it takes a minute.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's try and bullshit whatever the fuck this is going to turn out to be.
Exactly. You only know if you try. So
Nice.
I'm going to count down from 3.
Okay.
And then we're going to go. You ready? Was that a yes?
Yes.
I thought I heard you whistling. I'm like,
It's a
okay.
cry for help.
All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spark that plug.
But okay, Sparky Plug somehow becomes Raw general manager. So the way that happens is that he's actually changing Vince McMahon's tire one day, and it doesn't fall in Vince's hands to give him crap hands. He just says, "Hey, thanks for changing my tire. I'm going to make you Raw GM." So Sparky Plug, he's got kind of NASCAR kind of car kind of like gimmicks. So he's going to come up with like some kind of car-based matches. So first match is going to be between wrestler A and wrestler B, and it's going to be a match where you've got to like push the tire over the line kind of thing. So you got like tires on the entrance ramp, you've got to push it over the line at the end of the ramp. The next one's going to be a car on a pole match. So obviously if you take the car down from the pole, you get to use it on your opponent, which Rikishi would excel in. But yeah, so there's that, and the main event will be Parking lot brawl in the main event. So it's going to be wrestler B in the parking lot brawl match. Big Sparky Plug because it's car based, and I mean, please tell me that's a minute because I'm totally out now.
Oh, that's it. The best thing was like you got to a minute just when you figured out parking lot brawl. You could hear the excitement in your face. I did it! The parking lot brawl, yes! I was thinking, do you ever play Street Fighter 2?
I have not, no.
Oh, dude, when Street Fighter 2, when you play like the one player bit, every so often you get to a little bonus game. So you get your guy, and the bonus game is just to kick the shit out of a car. So you just beat up a car till it explodes, and then this guy goes, "Oh my car," like that. So I'm like, what if that was 2 people? They had to like kick at a car or punch a car till it explodes. Like that.
First one to explode, it wins. Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe first one to make it not explode. But anyway, that was a tough one. Like, how do you Sparky Plug?
Could have had an ambulance match. That would be an obvious one.
Oh, you see, there's a lot of mileage in this one.
Could have had a hardcore match with like car parts. Like,
what do they call it? The Iron Circle, where it's like the cars are make a circle. You're inside the.
Yeah, that's like a parking lot brawl, isn't it? That's what they've done in AEW with what was it? Chuck Taylor and Inner Circle versus the Best Friends versus Inner Circle. Parking lot brawl had like all the cars around, and then they were fighting in the middle, and then like firebombing each other onto like the hoods and like something like that. So, but yeah, cheers, Andy. That was a good one. All right. One more for the show. Are you ready to hear about this one?
Okay.
So this one comes from Martina.
Oh, cool.
My girlfriend.
Yay.
So yeah, she knows very little about wrestling, but wanted to get involved. So just so you know, like she's literally, I think she's listed the only 4 wrestlers she actually knows here.
Right.
So and I think who they are might surprise you, by the way. But you'll see that they're all Reno. But
I figured. I mean, the one he knows is Reno. He's the most popular one.
All right. So give me your what do you got for me?
I'm gonna go over 3C.
3C. Okay. Okay. So do you know who you could have had?
Go for it.
So you could have had The Undertaker.
Oh, you mean Lady Taker?
You mean Undertaker from 1999?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Couldn't have had him. You could have had him, but you didn't. You could have had The Rock.
Ooh.
Didn't get him. you could have had, and you'll see how this guy does not fit in with other wrestlers at all, and you might be wondering why. You could have had Mordecai.
Probably because you talked about him all day sometime, right?
Yeah, literally. She heard me recording the podcast and just saying
Oh.
Mordecai over and over and over again. So, yeah. And now she saw Mordecai. He's like dressed in all white, and she thinks he's the coolest wrestler ever. So, yeah.
Very memorable name. Oh, wait, she thinks Mordecai is the coolest wrestler ever? Wait till she sees Reno and his sweet hairdo.
Oh, so sweet, so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't get Mordecai. Who you did get, and this is who she wrote down. She wrote down the bubbly, which I'm assuming is Chris Jericho. So she knows like a little bit of the bubbly, that kind of thing.
Okay, the bubbly. Well, okay, all right.
But let's call him the bubbly. Let's just call him Chris the Bubbly Jericho.
Bubbly Jericho.
Bubbly Jericho. So
Bubbly
that's who you got. You got Chris Bubbly Jericho. So the situations. Sorry, you gave me free C, right?
Yeah.
So what you could have had is Chris Jericho has to defend their title in a castle. You didn't get that.
Okay.
You could have got, and bear in mind, she doesn't watch wrestling, so
I like. Yeah, I mean, I like this because I'm like, this is somebody who has no idea what wrestling is, trying to like come up with a tombola. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, just wait for it. Right? So you could have had has to defend their title in a castle. You also could have had, and you didn't get, has to defend their title in a hospital.
Okay.
You didn't get that.
All right.
You also could have had has to defend their title in a jungle.
I like that one.
You didn't get that one.
Okay.
Do you know what you do, mate? Do you want to guess?
Where am I going to be defending my title this time? At the beach?
Yeah, it is.
What? What?
It genuinely is. Like, Chris Jericho has to defend their title at the beach. Like, literally.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You know my girlfriend better than I do. I should be asking you some questions.
Nothing to do with this. Is just like the Ricochet Stephanie McMahon storyline all over again.
Yeah, I mean,
your girlfriend saw me. But... She saw me doing a 450 splash. She's like, I like that.
That's the guy for me. Oh man, so yeah, Chris Jericho, the bubbly, has to defend their title at the beach. So, I mean, like, are you good to go?
I'm ready. I'm so ready. I got this.
You're so ready. You were born.
No idea. I'm more ready for this one than the other two I did.
Yeah, amazing.
Right. I've already got it.
All right, here we go. So Chris Jericho, the bubbly, has to defend their title at a beach. You got 60 seconds in the main event of Kayfabe Tombola to tell me all about it. I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1, go.
So Chris Jericho, whenever he did a little bit of the bubbly thing, he was the All Elite Wrestling Champion. So we're going to use that period of time. So that's the belt he's going to defend, the All Elite Wrestling Championship. And he's drinking his bubbly. He's in his car and he's driving to the beach because he's like, I'm the champion. I can do what I want. So he goes to the beach. Unbeknownst to him, the All Elite Wrestling, Tony Khan changed the rules of the Heavyweight Championship to make it a 24/7 championship. So he's at the beach and everybody's like crowding around him and he's like, what's everybody crowding around me for? Probably because I'm Chris Jericho and really cool. You guys want some bubbly? But they're like, no, we want your belt. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. So he starts to like punch him and stuff because that's what you do, right? So then on the beach, he's just trying to eat a hot dog and, go fishing by himself, but he can't because everybody's swanning around him trying to get his heavyweight championship. So he has to fight through them all, and he like throws one of them into the sea, and he gets like one of the volleyball things, like whaps it in their face, and he gets the net and he ties people up in the net, and then he like gets ice creams and he puts ice creams in their eyes so they can't see, and he's like, I'm winning this. So he has to get from the beach back into his car to drive away because that's the only way he can defend his championship. And then what else happens at the beach? All the seagulls, so he throws food at people and then the seagulls all like come down and flock around and that distracts him so he can run away a little bit longer. And then
time's up.
Oh, okay.
Your time ended 15 seconds ago, but I wanted to hear about the seagulls. I really wanted to hear about the seagulls. So
the seagulls wasn't that good.
Yeah. That was good. That was good. That was a good bit of improv. You made that 24/7 title, and they can defend it on the beach. And Chris Jericho. I'm assuming Chris Jericho goes to beaches, right? I mean,
that guy, heck yeah.
He's got a tan. Yeah, he's a beachy guy. So
he's a beachy guy. That's what they call it.
And AEW's in Florida, right? So there's lots of beaches there. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
We did it.
We did it. That was Kayfabe Tombola. That was the first ever fan submitted Kayfabe Tombola. So thank you,
fans.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you to everyone who submitted their Tombola. We also got more suggestions than we could handle. We got suggestions from Rick's Wrestling Review podcast. We also got suggestions from listeners Jamie, Keith, Connell, and Kevin, and more as well. But we honestly could only do 6 Tombolas on the episodes, otherwise we'd go completely insane and there'd never be a season 3. So, but we appreciate your support, guys, and it genuinely means the world to us. Like, thanks for submitting this, and like, those of you who didn't get on the show this time, we'll probably be doing this again at some point. We'll just we'll let you submit one for that and just make you kind of get first dibs on it. So speaking of season 3, it's just 2 weeks away. So on the 19th of January, we're going to return to the normal format of Making Kayfabe with a full season of wrestling rebookings for your listening pleasure. Next week, in our final bonus episode before season 3, Dylan and I we're going to give a little preview of what to expect in season 3. We've had lots of suggestions for episodes via DM and Twitter, and especially through the survey we put up a few weeks back. And there's some interesting choices in there for sure. So Dylan and I, we're going to we'll pull a few out, and we'll talk about the chances of us, committing to making them a full featured episode of Making Kayfabe. And also next week, we're going to be revealing exactly what rebooking we're going to kick off our first season with on January 19th. So remember to follow us on Twitter. We're at Making Kayfabe. And always got some cool content on there for you to get involved with. Make sure to email us at makingkayfabe@gmail.com. Our inbox needs a bit more love at the moment. And if you want to support our podcast, just there's a few ways to do that. First of all, you can leave us a super sweet 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening to this on. It will take you less than a minute, and it does genuinely help us more than you can know. It's a lot of help getting those 5-star reviews in. And if you want to throw a few bucks our way, please buy our sweet merch. Our sweet merch designed by Tyler at Blank Page Digital. You can buy that at makingkayfabe.redbubble.com. There's 3 awesome t-shirt designs up there right now, maybe 2 awesome designs if you ask some people, but they're selling cheap at makingkayfabe.redbubble.com now. That's makingkayfabe.redbubble.com. And finally, tell your friends. If you've got a mate who loves wrestling, let them know about our show, and maybe, just maybe, they'll join the Kayfabe community. But that's that. And there's one more bonus episode to go until we release season 3. So from Bryce and Dylan, take care of yourself, Kayfabers, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.